Carrie Bradshaw is still framed as the aspirational woman, the life women imagine themselves growing into in their mid-20s and early 30s.
Carrie became the blueprint, not because her life worked, but because it looks good. But she's not the it girl you think she is. And you need to kill this version of you before 2026 if you want to truly level up.
Before we get started, my name is Mel.
And I'm Charles.
And we do all things self-development, glow up, life advice, literally everything, baby. All things girlhood and teaching you how to become the baddest bitch alive. And make sure you are subscribed because we are on the road to 10K subscribers, baby girl.
Let's go.
Become a Remy Rebel today.
Before you ask, we are sisters, not twins, innit?
This is a part of our new series about shedding bad habits and rebranding for the new year. Enough with the fake talk about new year, new me. It's time to actually kill the old you so you have no choice but to be the new you. Yeah. And we are going to kill this Carrie Bradshaw version of yourselves that you guys keep idolizing because, girl, like, no.
It smells in here. Can we know? Carrie Bradshaw is the perfect symbol for a version of womanhood many women still idolize. Not because it's healthy, but because it looks good. She represents looking iconic, being constantly desired, appearing independent and confident.
But underneath the aesthetic, Carrie is emotionally underdeveloped, deeply male-centered, financially unstable, and stuck in performance rather than growth. Carrie never had a grounded life. She performed having one. You're probably wondering, wait, how is she all of these things? How is she emotionally underdeveloped? Well, number one, Carrie would repeatedly re-enter relationships that emotionally destabilize her.
My anxiety-free relationship was driving me crazy.
She did it with Big. She did it with Aiden. She did that because she was never able to be uncomfortable with herself. She was always aware of the damage of being with these people, and she was always aware of the incompatibility, but she was more comfortable with knowing what to expect than actually changing.
Yeah, sitting with the discomfort for so long was just like, no, I'd rather not. Let's just get back to familiarity.
And that makes you emotionally underdeveloped.
So Carrie was really male-centered. Quite literally everything surrounded around a man's approval. Whether they rejected her, she's spiraling, she's losing it.
I know I have you guys, but... And I hate myself a little for saying this, but... It felt really sad not to have a man in my life who cares about me. No special guy to wish me happy birthday. No goddamn soulmate.
Her whole self-concept was pretty much tied to how men desired her.
And financially unstable, well, you guys should already know, she was constantly spending money that she did not have in order to uphold an image of luxury. You guys say you love her style, you love this, that, and the third. Do you love her debt too?
She could barely afford it, bro. Like, she literally couldn't.
Could use a little work.
I know, but I can't afford it.
You got $8,000 worth of shoes over there.
I needed those.
It says here that you have $700 in your checking account.
I just paid my credit card bill.
And $957 in savings.
Look, Linda, you're single, right? So I'm sure that you can appreciate my problem. I just broke up with my fiance, which, trust me, is traumatic enough. And now I have 25 days to either find the money to buy my place or I am out on the street.
Do you have any other income besides the column?
No. But I was chosen as New York Magazine's best pick for city columnist. I was the pick over Pete Hamill.
What about your assets outside the bank? Property? Stocks? Bonds?
No.
I'm sorry, Miss Bradshaw, but you are not a desirable candidate for a loan.
And she would panic when she was faced with real financial responsibility. Like, all of this should show you that Carrie performed an image of like this it girl. And we want you guys to cut the crap, okay?
What about her life in today's time would be so amazing?
Yeah.
I would be devastated. I'm in debt. Men don't even like me.
Right.
My relationships are not even lasting properly.
I can't even breathe without a man's approval in my life.
Man's approval is destroying me left, right, and center.
Girl, like,
this sounds like high cortisol and stress. I don't like it. Okay, I have some new shoes, but like, okay, what?
You guys don't understand that Carrie is stuck in performance rather than growth, and that is why you guys relate to her. Carrie talks about herself constantly, but rarely changes. She narrates her problems instead of resolving them. She intellectualizes her patterns without interrupting them. Her self-awareness never turns into self-discipline. I feel like you guys think it's all normal because this is actually what you are also doing in your life.
Yeah, and she's typing it in a blog, so now it feels distinguished. No, it's still bullshit, you know?
So Carrie wasn't the problem, she was the performance. And we don't need better aesthetics next year. We need a better foundation, okay? So we need to shed the Carrie Bradshaw version of ourselves to activate the it girl. And the first way you're going to do that is to stop narrating your life and start actually taking action and governing your life. Okay?
You gotta start reducing explaining yourself. Carrie did that all the time. Let's just cut the explaining and get into action based. Okay? Let's remove the monologues that we have. Let's decide on things instead of just constantly wondering. Let's make actual decisions to do something about things.
I know that sounds scary. You like living in the, oh my God, what should I do? What should, you gotta stop. No, like ain't nobody got time for that. Like, no. As we said, Carrie is male-centered, and we don't want you guys to walk into 2026 being a male-centered evil biatch, because male-centered women are evil in my opinion, and that's on period.
Nothing good comes to you. It only makes you look bad. Nothing good comes to you not becoming a better version of yourself without men. Guys, look at our page, the cool girl shit, all that nonsense. Look at our videos. What good does that come to you as a woman?
So you need to decenter men from your emotional regulation. A lot of times you may not even know that your emotional state is tied to how a man is reacting / treating you. Even in public, you might notice your mood gets down because when you walk into your job, the guys didn't look at you. Like, that's not normal.
Or they looked at someone else and not you.
And you genuinely felt upset. Like, you need to start pinpointing those emotions and looking at yourself like, Jesus, wait, whoa.
Because I'm telling you, having feminine energy in your life is the biggest blessing you can have as a woman. And you being male-centered actually affects your relationships. And Carrie did that. She did certain things that was affecting her friendships.
Yeah, you can't be the type of person that as soon as male validation enters your life, all of your friendships, your family, and everyone becomes secondary in your life.
Yeah, or they're collateral. Things are rocky with them.
It's important to find emotional anchors outside of your romantic relationships. That's the problem. That's the biggest reason why you're centering men, is because they are the only people that you are vulnerable with, open with, and having actual emotional connection with. That is weird.
It's not good, guys.
As a woman, it's very important that you have feminine connection.
And if you are male-centered, you block your blessings that way. Honestly, you block opportunity that way. I think befriending other women can give you open doors for you too.
It'll change your life.
It literally changes your life, and you being that type of girl affects the closeness that you have with other women.
One big tip I would say is notice when you are dysregulated and do not look to male validation in order to soothe it. Because I feel like that is the problem. You guys will be upset with something and then you're thinking, okay, I need to find a guy, like literally
we have sex with some guy so I can feel good about myself.
Yeah, like
what?
Like that's not good. Like, you see how you've already decided he is the key to you feeling better? That is already you centering a man.
So much on the Sex and the City, and it's like,
no.
But did they ever really feel good about themselves, guys?
Did they? No.
Let's actually start building internal confidence instead of just looking outwardly confident. You know, Carrie was very good at coming off confident in her designer outfits, looking put together, and walking in with a drink in her hand, looking like she got everything good.
But internally,
chaos.
This girl is unsure of herself. She's completely uncertain. Just because she's self-aware, that doesn't make you a bad bitch when you're completely uncertain with who you are.
This is the thing. I feel like Carrie was really good at glamorizing everything. Some of it is ugly, and some of it is having boundaries, you know, being consistent with yourself. Sometimes it's not going out every night and drinking.
You know, sometimes, like that's the other work. She would do the work like having a nice outfit, looking put together, having a job, that's cool. What about the other work, that work that she's talking about?
To take time to yourself. Like, a lot of times I felt like those girls love distracting themselves with alcohol and going to the club and a new penis. And it's just like, sometimes take time out for yourself. Doing the hard work is actually abstaining from actually just having meaningless sex with men.
I go with my emotions. I mean, some of the greatest romances of all time began with sex on the first date. I bet. I will not be the first one to speak. And if he never calls me again, I'll always think of him fondly.
Or even just getting with the men who keep hurting you. Having the discipline to being like, no, I'm going to choose myself. That's the ugly work that people don't talk about. And that's the things that they constantly, especially Carrie, kept running away from.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to shed Carrie behavior, start confronting the routines that you don't do, like actually having like a morning routine. Literally become better. Like, I wake up, you stretch, you do all these different things. Instead of you wake up, you flick a cigarette and you open your blog to go talk a bunch of shit and like not do anything.
Come on.
Like, okay, great.
Let's change it. Let's change
the narrative. Okay, yeah. And that leads me to the next thing. I really think you guys need to focus on stabilizing your life before adding aesthetics and like decorating it.
Yeah, stop putting a bow on everything and actually clean up the mess first.
Yeah, like, girl, you guys be trying to put a bow on a hoopty, a rundown car. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
You know, what you should be doing instead is actually building a financial floor for yourself, something of stability. Start putting money aside when you get a paycheck instead of blowing it on some Louboutins. Like, no, let's start having actual structure and making proper financial decisions. If
you're going to go in debt, it better be because you're investing in your career, you're investing in a goal, and you're betting on yourself, not because you bought a $500 dress for no reason.
Emphasis on investment. There's a return. It's not just aimless spending that nothing comes from it. Yeah. Everything should be an investment for a better future and a better you.
Make more boring decisions that benefit your future. Not everything needs to be confettis and rainbows, okay? Like, for example, we really want to move abroad next year. That is our goal. So in order to move where we are thinking of moving, you have to have a certain amount of savings. So we are willing to readjust our life, us, the bougie girls that we are, and live farther away from downtown just to stay somewhere that is more affordable, and we'll live in a 1-bedroom. Just to make ourselves more uncomfortable, to be more comfortable for the future self, because we have a bigger plan.
Yeah, like, my plan is to have my own place, but like right now, what's the point of spending all that money when this is not even the place I want to actually be living in?
Yeah.
And putting my roots in. So it's like, using that logic, I could be comfortable. I could get a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, we could make it look all pretty.
That, or try to do more. But I'm like, no, I'm going to be logical and do what's best for me, for the future me.
Exactly. Last but not least, you guys need to interrupt the patterns that you do instead of romanticizing them. Because Carrie was very much like, my flaw, my pattern, this thing that I do. And it's like, I hate when people do that. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people say, oh, I'm not going to change. I'm too old for that, or too much time has passed. This is just who I am now.
You sound stupid and annoying and lazy.
You're just a lazy mofo.
No one has time.
Yeah.
No one cares. And I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
Name the pattern, actually be aware of it, and stop talking about it in passing like it's just this funny random thing that's happening. No, like, look at it, be aware of it, and also decide, I'm going to change that behavior.
Immediately, though.
I'm going to do something about it right now, since I am aware of it right now. And yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable because you've been doing it for so long, but you need to let that discomfort take over, because you know it's going to pay off, because you know this pattern is destructive.
Let discomfort replace familiarity, okay? Because guess what, guys? Self-awareness without changed behavior becomes storytelling. And then you become the annoying ass bitch that I hate, that keeps talking in my ear all day,
but isn't actually doing anything about it. It's boring.
It's raining. It's pouring. Okay? And the old man is snoring. All right? Kill this version of yourself. Kill the Carrie Bradshaw. It's over. Why would you want to be this girl?
Why? For what? Stop with the appearances. All I see, especially in the city that I'm in Toronto too, like the people love appearances.
I feel
love to
like
appear normal.
we
but
live
you
with
open the
Carries
layers.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's Carries running around. It's just a bunch of fake appearances. Nothing deep inside trying to work through things. There's no such thing.
I actually made this video inspired by people in Toronto
I want you
because
guys to wake up.
It's actually devastating. Like the amount of people I speak to that will literally just tell me, I feel like they live like Carrie. It's just like complain about my life. I've gotten, I don't know, like, and boys, and like, I don't know. And I don't know why things are happening, and I'm not going to do anything about it.
Like, huh? Take action today and wake up and become a better version of ourselves. Let's take notes and actually wake up from knowing that Carrie wasn't all that in a bag of chips and we need to be better.
Yeah.
Get it.
All right, so make sure to like,
Comment,
share,
and subscribe
to the Remy Diaries, aka Remy TV, your favorite YouTube streaming network, where you will never want to change the channel. And you better not change it. Bye.